Welcome one more time to Black on Purpose. I'm your man, D. Marcus Harvey. We are here at Dapper Down, the freshest shop in San Francisco. The city's what they call it. Pretty City, what they call it. You already know.
City, what they call it.
Come on, City, what they call it. You know what I'm saying? We're here for All-Star Weekend 2025. It's an amazing event we've had so far, man. We got my guy, right hand over here, Pat. Come on.
Pat Paul, two P's.
Two P's. Don't forget two P's and biscuit, baby.
Yes, sir.
We got his brother. Introduce your brother.
This is my guy, Miles Holmes. Young Miles, call him Team Fitty.
Team Fit. Okay.
Team beat his big brother in the playoff.
Come on.
Team mind your business and wait till your introduction.
We talking like that. Okay.
Yeah,
and we gotta have
bread, right?
We breaking bread, right? And we gotta talk to the owner and the founder of Dapper Down, San Francisco.
What is that, velvet?
Jarrell, look at the pants, y'all. Is anybody gonna zoom in on the pants? Y'all can't zoom in on the pants? Corduroy, crushed velvet, crushed it by hand.
No, straight from the motherland.
Straight from the motherland, crushing that velvet. Sprinkle that mug on the pants. You already know. Hey man, we here, man, having a great conversation. We wanted to get some things out here, talking about some stuff. Let's just talk about it right now. Entrepreneurship. We're talking about main things happening, such as how can you move and direct your whole community through entrepreneurship, as you have done and shown us through multiple ways, not just having a barbershop, but also having an amazing space downstairs. Tell me about the importance of being an entrepreneur in 2025.
Man, that's a good question. I want to say it probably means everything. I think having the opportunity to cultivate and put out something that's different, something that feels like our culture, for something that's home, is a privilege. And I don't take that for granted. I'm extremely blessed to do that in 2025. I think entrepreneurship is all about, in this year, just being authentic, right? I'm not trying to recreate anything or rebrand anything. I want to make something that's real, right? We got a barbershop that's made up of multiple ethnicities, right? Not just African American, but we got Asian culture, we got Latin culture, we got Pacific Islander, right? We don't shy away from that, but it should feel like home. And I think as a duty of being an entrepreneur, we have a duty to uplift our community first and provide something that's supposed to last for a long time, right? Barbershops aren't meant to be here for 1 to 2 years. These are staples of the community. And so I think entrepreneurship means to me is that making sure that I'm doing the right things to last for the people that are here, right? Not just about me, but not just for our barbers, but the people that come every single day to depend on us. It's about showing up for them every single day and making sure that we're doing the right things to be in business to do so.
Most definitely, man. Like, Pat, you a barber. I've seen you over here killing. You've been doing this for a minute. Like,
yeah.
Tell me about like getting into entrepreneurship with clippers versus just being someone who just took a 9-to-5 or any of that nature. Like,
fun story, man. I was in a 9-to-5 market. That's where I started off at, 9-to-5, and I got into a situation where a lot was taken away from me.
Okay.
I'll say it like that. So I always say these things that are in my hand right now saved my life. So entrepreneurship was secondary to me trying to find something where I could be accessible to my family. I can make my own schedule, make my own money, and in many ways be my own boss. And I think that for me was paramount, just because I had a little one that was growing up that I wanted to be available for him. When I was working my 9-to-5, I was missing basketball games. Mm-hmm. I had to request PTO and ask somebody if I could not work today to go watch my daughter play basketball. And for me, that personally was asinine. I didn't enjoy that. So I had to get to a position where I was like, you know what? Let me find something that I'm passionate about that can also afford me the opportunity to make money and provide for my family and be there at the same time.
Not only is it asinine, it's acid 10, 11,
12, and 13.
Come on, man. You got to have control of your own schedule. You got to have control of your own destiny. You know, for you, I mean, you're not a barber, but you jumped into, why was it important for you to open a barbershop?
Ooh, we getting some good questions now, man. I think it was important for me to open up a barbershop because I wanted to elevate the space. I wasn't knocking it in any way. I wasn't looking down on it. It was just, I seen that there were rooms for improvement. I come from a commercial real estate development background, and so the way that we operate and move is in a pace that's very much attention to schedule, right? Like, you got this much amount of time, it needs to be on point, it needs to be, you know what I'm saying? And so at the time, for me, the barbershop space wasn't at a space that matched the point where I was at. But I knew there were other black men, not just black men, other individuals that roamed in that same space of business. And so me opening this, it was important to open and elevate the space a little bit more, right? Like we're gonna offer additional services. We're gonna give you alcohol. We're gonna give you something to drink. We're gonna give you a massage, a facial. We're gonna hang your coat. It was this upscale in the barbershop. You know, it was looked at so much as a mom and pop before. And when I looked at it, I saw there's so much more potential to that. This is not just a mom and pop space. This is a place where we get therapy. We have dope conversation and community. This is a spot where we build our confidence back. And so it's important that I provide a space to do that.
With you kind of taking that as a charge, like what are some of the things that you see as yourself as being an entrepreneur, as not just a small business owner, but a business owner? Like, how do you use that power to manifest in the political local arena? Like, are you kind of more, do you look at the barbershop as a space to energize the local community for them to go out? How do you kind of move on that sense?
That's another good question. I think it's just community first. I think as a barbershop, when you look at it, it's supposed to be, if anything, just a safe place to go to, right? It's a place where you're gonna build your confidence, a place you have a real, authentic conversation among multiple different possibilities. It could be political, it could be religion, it could be music, it could be fashion. The barbershop is gonna give it to you. It's gonna give it to you real, it's gonna give it to you raw. And I think honing on that establishment, that essence of it is important. On the political side, I think it's very important to understand where we work at, right? We're in San Francisco. This is a big market. This is New York, this is Chicago. Imports, this is a place that's supposed to thrive. And so being able to mesh in this environment is big. And I think it takes a certain amount of political understanding to know what your environment is doing, what's going on, what's around you, who are your partners, who are your neighbors around that can support and help you out. And that's always a big thing. But I think at the end of the day, community is what drives it, right? That's what drives the barbershop. I think if you talk to any good seasoned barber, they'll tell you they rely on the community to get them forward. It's not about themselves, it's not about what they're doing, it's about people trusting in them that they're gonna do a good job. And so putting people in positions to do that, like Pat Paul, who is an amazing barber who has so much to give, it excites me as an owner to provide positions where I can say, hey, the ceiling is super high. This is no ceiling here. Wherever you wanna go, let's go there. Right? We have one-on-one conversations and say, hey, where do you want to take your career? And there's no cap to that. That's very different, right? We can take it in any different way, whether it's a professional athlete vibe, whether it's community service vibe, or whether it's just implementing people in his chair more. There's so many avenues we can address to it. So with that, I just take it as a great responsibility to endeavor, but I appreciate it though.
That's dope. Pat,
Yes, sir.
man, like, what is your goal when you have such clients as this in your chair? Like, what kind of message do you try to like instill in them while they're in that quick little 45-minute window to really push them to something greater in their life? Like, because I already see you doing the fade, and he ain't even paying for that fade, but that fade faded. You definitely better be paying for that fade. Okay, my bad. Okay, my
yeah. Trying to figure out what was going on.
Don't think just because you're on TV. Don't think just because you're on TV you getting a free cut. It ain't like that. It ain't like that.
No, it ain't.
You looking for somebody.
It ain't. Yeah.
But like, tell me about the importance of like not only just giving someone a cut, but like what do you try to like instill in their mind and their mental?
Man, you know what's funny is a minute ago I saw my boy walk in and his mantra is more than a cut.
Yeah.
And I think that is, I kind of stole that and adopted that because every time somebody sits in my chair, I want it to be more than a fade.
Yes, sir.
More than a taper. I want these 45 minutes, half hour, wherever long that person's in my chair, I want that to be the best part of their day.
Yeah.
Simply because when you come to the barbershop, you come in with life.
Yes.
You come in with the stresses of life. You might have gotten into an argument with your significant other before you got here. Job is going crazy, all types of stuff. So this is your outlet for just a couple moments to have that freedom to be able to talk about whatever you want to talk about, uninterrupted if need be, or to sit in complete silence and say absolutely nothing. I want to afford all of my clients that opportunity because at the same time, you know, this is a therapeutic moment. I'm getting a service provided for me where I'm able to relax. I'm able to sit back. I'm able to not worry about the ebbs and flows of life that I just walked out of. And I think that's the biggest blessing about being in this position.
Yeah.
I love this position.
Hey, man.
Like this position right here, like you a therapist, you a preacher, you a teacher, you all whatever you want to be in that moment is what you are in that moment for your clients. And I love that.
With you sitting in the chair right now, getting fresh, and you just heard what he said. Like, what are some of the things that you gained from your experience getting fresh? Like, how does that like really go with you?
I mean, it's always a refreshing feeling. Like he just said, being able to have an outlet, with the stresses of life. I mean, when you hit this thing called adulthood, life gets tough, especially in the Bay Area, especially with everybody feeling like they got to make it. But when you have an outlet, when you have a place to just kind of feel an essence of relief, also to have the relationship I have with this guy, and be able to talk football, be able to talk about jobs, be able to talk about family, it's just always rewarding, and it's always a stress relief, but also an outlet to build more connections. I mean, I'm walking in here and I see guys come up to me and say hello, dap me up. People don't know how much that means to people. People don't know how much that means. Sometimes you could be going through so many things in life, and just a hello, just a what's up, just a how you doing can brighten up your whole entire mood and put you in a different headspace, most definitely.
What's one of the most encouraging things your barber's ever told you?
I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know. He want to know.
I'll be honest with you. My barber being my brother is, in life, you got to be selfish sometimes. I think in a lot of our life, we're always doing stuff for our family and doing stuff for people and serving and doing all these different things. But sometimes you have to make the decisions in life that are selfish for those people. And everything I've done, whether it's been an athlete, whether it's been a job, whether it's been a promotion, taking that leap of faith on yourself. If you take that leap of faith on yourself and know that you're doing